Hey guys, welcome to the third part of this organic molecules segment. We're talking about proteins in this one. Proteins are polymers or polypeptides consisting of repeated units called amino acid joined by peptide bonds. So what does that all mean? So basically you have these things called amino acids. Basically the monomer of, of proteins. So a bunch of these amino acids are joined by bonds called peptide bonds. And that would be a bond between any amino acid. And then a bunch of these amino acids combined uh, just a bunch of them combined make up a polypeptide. So let's talk a little bit more about this piece right here, the amino acid, the building block or the monomer of proteins. So the amino acid consists of four main parts. There's a carboxyl group, an amine group, an R group, and this R group is a variable group, and it varies between each amino acid, and it determines specificity of each and the function of each amino acid. And then lastly, we have a central carbon. And as I mentioned before in my previous videos, carbon is seen a lot throughout nature just because of its versatility and ability to make four bonds, and it's seen here in amino acids. So let me show you the general structure of an amino acid in linear form. So an amino acid generally looks something along the lines of this. You'll have an amine group, as I mentioned. That's your amine group. And then bonded to a central carbon atom. And here's your R group down here. And this will vary between amino acids. It's attached to its carboxyl group right here. And that's a general structure. This one will vary, and it'll determine specificity for each amino acid. Now these R groups aren't unlimited. There are about only 20 different amino acids. However, our cells can build thousands of different proteins. I like to think of it like the alphabet. So we have 26 letters, and we have an amazing amount of words, but think of it this way. Amino acids can be longer than English words. So we have maybe 1,000 amino acids combined, and that would make a specific protein. So what we just went over was primary structure, or what's called primary structure for proteins, and that's the sequence of amino acids that make up a protein chain, and that's what we just went over. And there's three other structures, or three other levels that you need to know about proteins, and these are very important, so pay attention here. So the next one that was primary structure. This is secondary structure. And secondary structure is the result of hydrogen bonding within the molecule. So this hydrogen bonding results in secondary structure. Remember that. So result of hydrogen bonding. All right. The next level is tertiary structure. And this structure is directly responsible for the shape and the structure of the protein and how it works. So the main thing to remember here is that it's three-dimensional, and it determines the shape of the protein and how it works. So determines shape and function. And the last structure you need to know about is quaternary, and that's basically a bunch of proteins that have binded together in more than one polypeptide chain. So hemoglobin would be an example of quaternary structure. And if there's one thing that you remember about this, it's that tertiary structure determines shape and function. It's by far the most important structure, and I was actually tested on this in the SAT too, so know that. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for my next video about nucleic acids.